Okay, good.
We're going back there.
Tom, are you speaking?
No, just hitting my phone. Not me.
Is everybody set up? I know that you just showed up. Or do you need? You're good. I want to make sure that everybody is where they need to be before we get started. Everybody good? Okay. First off, thank you all for coming out on this tragic day. I'm going to give a brief introduction, and the mayor is going to come up and speak a little bit about the incident. I will ask that you hold all of your questions until the end. Today's a tragic day, and we're devastated by the heartbreaking incident that took place here in Fremont. Our condolences are with the families affected, especially those mourning the loss of their loved ones. We are thinking about and praying for the toddler who was life-flighted to St. Vincent's Medical Center, as well as for the toddler that we're currently searching for. I want to thank the first responders and volunteers who came out last night and are still working with us this morning. Here in the city of Fremont, this community stands together in compassion and support for these families, and we're all impacted by this. At this time, I would like to turn the mic over to our mayor, Daniel R. Sanchez, to give a brief about what we have encountered here.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Danny Sanchez. I'm the mayor here in the city of Fremont. First and foremost, today we are focused on the recovery efforts of a 5-year-old child who is still missing in the Sandusky River. Our hearts go out to the family and to all those who have been affected by this tragedy. What started off as a daily fishing trip here in Fremont, Ohio, has ended in tragedy. Behind me, you see many first responders, local officials, and state officials who have been here throughout the night and throughout the morning, making sure that we utilize every local, state, and federal resource that we have available to focus on the recovery of this 5-year-old missing child. Our number one goal as a community today should be to pray for the catastrophic loss that this family has been endured with. Pray for our first responders and all of those who have worked throughout the night and throughout the day and are actively working to recover this 5-year-old child. Are there any questions for me?
Do we know the relationship between the kid and the 2 women that were killed yet?
We believe that the 2 women that were killed were mother and daughter, the deceased, and the 2 children. We believe the mother who is deceased was the mom of those 2 children.
First off, thank you for doing this, Mr. Mayor. Right now, we just have the 4 people that were involved, no more than 4.
We believe there were only 4 people involved.
Mayor, nice job last night, by the way. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
We know that the 5-year-old's a girl. The toddler, do we have an exact age on that toddler and also a sex?
I believe a 14-month-old female.
Okay. And any identification of the family or anything?
That information will be given out to you after this press conference with the names of the victims in this case.
Can you just talk about the challenge of recovering this 5-year-old right now with the conditions of the river and people fishing and everything that's going on right now?
Well, you see behind me, we have many state and federal local officials. All of our resources are currently out in the Sandusky River. Obviously, it's been challenging throughout the night. It was very dark last night. We had first responders still working throughout the night, walking the perimeters of the water, and as early as they could daybreak, boats from many different law enforcement agencies and first responding agencies are currently conducting the search in the Sandusky River.
And then the nature of the incident, I mean, this may already be out there. It doesn't seem like anyone could jump over that wall there. were they all knocked into the river due to the impact from the train?
The investigation is still ongoing. I don't have those details. Today we're simply focused on the recovery efforts of this 5-year-old.
Okay, and then do you know if the signals were working at the time to alert them that the train was coming?
Yeah, as I stated, currently we're focused on the recovery efforts. The investigation is still ongoing, and more details will be released when that information is concluded. Yes, sir.
Is the NTSB involved in this yet?
They are. They've been very cooperative. I can tell you that I have had conversations with them, and every safety measure that they attempted to do, we believe they took every safety measure that they could. Obviously, it's when there's a train moving, we all know that takes time for that train to stop. But they have been involved. They've been very cooperative, and they've offered all the resources they could as well.
Do we know if they were fishing off the bridge?
We believe that the family was here for a fishing trip. I do not have any details on whether they were fishing at that time. I do not believe so, but I don't have those details.
Can you just talk about the river itself and how it flows, where the search efforts are headed at this point?
Yeah, the search efforts are throughout the Sandusky River. The river's flowing north, as we can see here, and our efforts are going to be spent north of the river throughout the area where we're at today on looking to recover that 5-year-old missing child.
I know the search effort started here last night, I believe, and then I think in the morning, Sandusky County Sheriff's Department or deputies had a boat. So I guess, what's the parameters? I guess, is it all the way, and then we saw the boats back here again. But tell me, I guess where you're looking, how big a plot of, or how big a stretch of river is it?
Yeah, I will ask the fire chief who's here with us today. He is the incident command officer on scene, and he can take it over from here and answer any questions that you guys may have. Are there any more questions for me at this time?
Mr. Mayor, so obviously these people from out of town, maybe not super familiar with the area or just wanted to get over what have you. Is it common to see people use this, and what would be your message to people who might not be familiar with this area, utilizing something as dangerous as this?
Well, the answer no is, in my opinion, it is not common for pedestrians to be there, as all of you have the view of where this incident took place, and there are clearly marked no trespassing signs there, and it would not be common for anyone. And for our community, we would encourage anyone that sees anyone on the bridge to contact 911 and call law enforcement agencies right away. If you see something, say something. This is a very, very unfortunate, tragic event, and we want to encourage our citizens to reach out and call 911 if we see that. We do know that there are many, many community citizens who are concerned and are deeply saddened by this tragedy. Although these folks are not from Fremont, we welcome everyone to our community. And when you are here, we want to treat people like family, and it's very unfortunate with this tragedy, and our community is very greatly concerned. I've had many, many people reach out already. However, we are asking our community, as helpful as they can be, just to allow first responders to continue to do their jobs and give them the adequate space that they need to be able to perform these search efforts. We are utilizing every resource that we have, and our state representative Gary Click is here, our county commissioners, other elected officials, U.S. Senator Bernie Moreno, U.S. Senator John Husted. I've been on phone calls with them already, updating them, and I can assure you that our state, federal, and local officials have all been a phone call away to offer their gratitude, their empathy, their prayers, but most importantly, any resource that we need. So we have that information, we have their information, and we're currently actively in a recovery effort as we speak.
Is there anything you can provide about the nationality of this family?
Yeah.
I know there was a language barrier, making it difficult to communicate with next of kin. Anything you can say about where they're from?
I don't have any of those details of where they're from. I believe they are from Fort Wayne, Indiana, and there were English-speaking folks who were here and were able to communicate with our law enforcement, and our local law enforcement agency is in contact and has the contact information for family members.
The two women and the toddler, they were placed from the river or on the track?
I don't have those details right now as that investigation is ongoing. I can tell you that there is a 14-month-old child who is currently hospitalized, and I do not have the medical condition of that child, and we are in the recovery efforts for a 5-year-old missing female.
Was there any thoughts about, I know there's fishermen in the water, that you would allow them, or that maybe prohibit them from fishing today, to maybe perhaps hindering your efforts, or are they not going to factor into the recovery?
You know, at this time, I think all the eyes that we have on the river could be beneficial in the recovery efforts. Obviously, if we believe, or if first responders believe that there is any person out there that may jeopardize the recovery efforts, they will take whatever measures they need to address that issue, but I am not aware at this time that that's been needed.
Can anyone speak to the depth of the river, specifications, how wide of an area this is to search, anything like that? Perhaps the fire chief?
Yes, are there any other questions for me at this time? We will do our best to keep you all informed, okay? At this current time, we do not have a time for another press release. We will do our best to keep the public informed. We worked throughout the night hours. I believe I was out to maybe 1:30, 2 a.m. this morning, and we were up at it first thing. I can assure all of you that our community offers our prayers and our condolences to the family, and I want to thank our residents and our community for coming together. All of these folks aren't from our community. I'd like to thank our community for coming together during this tragic time. Thank you. I'll turn it over to the fire chief.
Good morning, Paul Hallbeisen, Fremont Fire Chief. So reference some of your questions. We have multiple agencies working with us, utilizing some of the highest technology that we have available to us in terms of side scan sonar, things of that nature. Toledo Fire, ODNR, multiple other fire jurisdictions are assisting with the search. As far as range, starting obviously here at the beginning of the incident, and as far out as the Sandusky Bay. So we even have Sandusky Fire Police assisting us as well, coming from that direction. So it's a broad spectrum search area, but we are, with the resources that we currently have and we're utilizing, we're pretty confident that we can cover that area. It's just a matter of time.
How long is that stretch?
As far as river miles, do you know? It's tough because how the river winds. It's not a bird shot, so I do not have that information at this time.
How far does Sandusky Bay as the crow flies?
That I don't know either. Do you have any idea? I couldn't tell you. I apologize.
A couple miles maybe, or
Oh yeah, yeah,
like more 5 miles, or
more than that.
okay, good.
So.
The depth of the river, I see people standing in it, obviously, as it get deeper at certain points.
There's the Sandusky River. There's a lot of variation, and up here it's very shallow. When you get past Brady's Island down here, it gets significantly deeper. It maintains that depth for a while, but there are channels within it and things of that nature that need to be navigated. So it's tricky, but we have the capabilities. So.
When was the last time you had a water rescue here in Fremont?
I'm not sure, but let's focus on what we're here for today. In regards to the child that we're looking for. So, is there any other questions in regards to why we're here today?
Just anything about the difficulty of the nature of finding this child. Obviously, small, and there's a lot of things in this river, I assume.
There's significant difficulty with any river rescue, and we're navigating those challenges at this time. So, anything else? Thank you.
Were witnesses able to provide any kind of description of the child, what the child was wearing?
It's under
like
investigation at this point, and when we get further information, we'll let you know.
All right. Thank you, Chief. I appreciate it. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. For right now, we're going to go ahead and conclude. We will keep you as informed as possible. Moving forward, I will be the media point of contact. After we're off camera, I have cards and stuff that I can give you. So moving forward, contact me with any questions or inquiries, and we'll do our best. Thank you.